Alright guys, it's Bob here, and I thought I'd show you this that I've been sent in for, well, I've got it on a short-term loan, let's just say. And what this actually is the Panasonic AG-AC30. And what this is a camcorder. Now, I've already had a quick look in, so I know basically what's in here. I mean, I already knew pretty much was in the box. That's just something they've sent me, just so that I know exactly what goes back in the box when I send it back to them, so that they don't have to harass me and say, hey, where's this part? So you can have a quick look in it now. I haven't looked in this bit yet, so, but I know roughly what's in here. Obviously there's going to be charging accessories and the likes. We've got a cable there for video. 2 power cords, one's 2-pin, one's the UK 3-pin, that's the one I'll be using. Charging brick and power supply. Looks like looks like your battery gets charged on board. So there we go. Microphone mount. Now, don't think I'll be using that one. I'll be using the top section because I know there is a hot shoe on the top here as well. What's that bit there? Not quite sure what that bit is, but I'm sure things will become more. Oh, yeah, they're going to be covers for the XLR and a pair of screws to mount it with. What's in there? Oh, that's an EVF cup, so eyepiece for you to look through when you're not using the screen. And that one is some filters, because this one's quite sort of different in so much as it actually has a light built into the front of it, this particular camera. So anyway, let's put all those aside. I know they're the boring bits really. And now let's get into underneath here. This is the bit that's obviously of all the interest. And there it is. So let's lift it out. Oh, I've already got an eye cup on. There we go. So let's move the box out of the way and then we can have a proper look round it. Okay, so here it is, guys. It's rather a pleasant looking beast, in my opinion. So you can see we've got a light up front on there, and then you can see around here is obviously where you'll put your mounting for a microphone to go on top. You can see you've got 2 sound inputs there, so you've got one back here, one at the front, there for your, they take XLR plugs of course. A shoe on top for shoe mount, which I'll probably use the microphone that's actually on top of there right now, although I'm not using it right now. The one I'm using right now is actually a lapel mic that's just tucked in on the front here, as you can see. And I've got an adapter, so we'll probably put it into the XLR there and we'll give it a try from there. So you can see you've got plenty of buttons up here for your light on and off. There's a top record button obviously for when you're getting low shots, which you would hold down low like that. And then you have another record button on the back here when you're using it handheld. And it is obviously, as you can see, a handheld device. I think for long-term use, even though it's not particularly heavy, you might just want to steady your shot a little bit using a second hand at the side here. Now, it's not 4K this one, it is actually HD, it's full HD. It's got a built-in microphone, or I think there's one in the front here, and I think there's another one built in underneath, just in here. I don't know if that'll show up on camera, but there is another just there. And I don't know whether it's all one mic, or until I've checked a few more things, or whether it's just one mic or there's a couple of microphones maybe in there, I'm not sure. But obviously you've got electronic viewfinder here, so that, if you're in bright light or anything, you don't want to be looking at the screen, because it does have a pull-out screen, which comes out right there. And then you can angle that around how you want it, and it just pushes back in. And then we can see on the front here, on the side here, you've got lots of different controls there. Now, these are obviously for focus, light settings, and all things like that. You've got an iris control here as well. And if we open that slot, you can see we've got dual SD slots, which can be run either as one to the other, or you can use it as a data redundancy, so if one SD fails, you've got another one as a backup. And then back here you've got all your sound levels so that you can adjust all the different sounds. You might want two voices in, but obviously only one would be a voice that's actually on camera, or you could indeed be monitoring the sound elsewhere from it. So if we close that now, let's have a look back here, see what else we've got. We've got in the back here, we've got host and device sockets on the back here, and an HDMI at the bottom there. Battery in the back there, which I'm sure, just have a quick look at that. That is a 2,900 milliamp hour battery, and obviously there's plenty of room in there to get a much bigger battery in, which definitely would be the order of the day with something like this, I think. That's pretty much it. We've got some more controls here. Obviously you can monitor your audio, and obviously your charging port is back there as well. And if we open here, you can see that you've got the video sockets, and also you have sockets for a remote control. So obviously there is a cabled remote for if you wanted to be on camera and be able to adjust things accordingly, because obviously you've got an auto mode, and then you've also got where you can go into full manual, and you've got all these rings here where you've got 3 rings for adjusting iris. They're very smooth actually, and then you've got that 20 times optical zoom ring as well, which I will definitely be trying out that. So all in all, looks absolutely great. I love this big lens hood around the front here, which is detachable, and then it's nice that you get one of them, because many cameras nowadays, well, camcorders at least, don't really get them. And you can see that big opening with the lens there, if I can just get the light on that for you. So it's quite a big opening. Not heavy at all. I was expecting something much heavier really. So yeah, let's put some footage in on the end of it, shall we? So I'm just hoping that the audio is coming through right now. Obviously it's raised slightly now because I haven't adjusted my tripod or anything. I've just put it straight on top of what was already on there. So I'm really hoping this audio is coming through, because I'm just using the same microphone into an XLR adapter on the front interface there. I haven't got the light on or anything. It's giving a much sort of flatter looking image on the electronic screen there than the one that I normally use. And this is what I basically use. This it's another Panasonic, and this one is the AG-AC30. Great little camcorder. I mean, it's working a treat for me. But obviously I'm going to get a lot more footage yet. It's too dark outside right now to really sort of go and do anything outside, so I'm just going with the green screen right now, and we'll just see how this footage comes out, and I'm just hoping it really comes out great. So I'll have a quick listen back before I put it on. But a huge thank you to Panasonic for sending it out for me, and what I'll do is I'll put this up, and obviously there'll be much more to come on it, guys, so and I'll give you my full sort of thoughts on it when I've finished, which obviously will be quite a long video because there is a lot to go through on a camera like this. So big thank you to Panasonic, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers guys, see you.